Hey everyone, it's Kariana with Create Your Future. I am a certified law of assumption coach. I'm a certified life coach, and I am a certified meditation practitioner. And last but not least, I am everyone's the best favorite witchy coach. And I am here with a video about appearance changes. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is not my favorite subject, and I'll explain why. But you know what I'm going to say. If you guys watch my videos on a regular basis, we are giving away a free course. It's how to find your blocks and find and manifest anything fast. Also, all of my information for one-on-one coaching will be down in the description box below. And you guys, I am like struggling right now. Let me just be honest with you guys. I took a couple of takes on this video because I am wearing pink today and I am not comfortable with it. Literally, like, not a pink girl. No shade to pink. It's just not my thing, right? It's very, very girly, and I'm not super girly. I clean up nice, but I'm definitely have an edge to me. I think you guys probably know that by now. But it's funny. I have a story about this shirt. So I got this as a gift from my SP because he was like, I have never in my entire life, sorry guys, I didn't know my phone was on. Let me turn that on. Okay. I never in my entire life have ever seen you in pink. And he thought it would be like a good, like, funny gag gift. Like, I mean, he thinks that the shirt's like hot, but like, he was like, in pink, like, it's going to be funny. So he bought it for me, and it sat in the closet for literally, like, I don't even know, like, for a while, like maybe almost a year or something. And then today we went out to dinner, and I literally like put it on, and he didn't see me dressing or anything. And I come out, and like, we both just started like cracking up because he was like, you are going to wear that to dinner. Like, literally, like, you look so good. But I'm shocked that you're wearing pink. So anyways, whatever, not my favorite color. I'm struggling a little bit, but we're going to get through this video. It's okay, guys. Anyways, I just thought that would be like a funny side note, and for you guys to just kind of see, like, I'm showing up for it. I'm showing up for this color right now, and I'm struggling with it, but I'm going to show up for it. Okay, so not my favorite subjects, guys, appearance changes. I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, well, I personally think, you know, that I'm always trying to empower you guys with every video and every session. Empowerment. Okay. So I want you guys to come because, okay, so wait, let me start here. This is a viewer request. Okay. A subscriber request. Okay. From two different people that asked me to talk about appearance changes. Okay. I commented, I responded to them back about the questions that they asked me. I'll get into that in a minute. And I realized that I could not get into my story without going into, or without, you know, because they asked me about appearance changes. Like, did I manifest my beauty? Did I manifest my body? Did I manifest these things? And I had to get into a little bit of my past in order to answer these questions. And so I'm going to share a little bit of my backstory on this channel. So be nice, guys, be kind. Okay. Because, you know, this channel, we don't tolerate bullies or trolls or anything like that. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Right. And I'm not, you know, I just want to put that out there because us as coaches, and I mean, I can only talk about myself, but I know, you know, other coaches on here, we share our stories. We try to be, well, I try to be as transparent as I can with you guys, because I can only speak for myself. And I'm a very private person. So this is not an easy thing for me to do, to talk about my private life on here with SP, with my daughter, my family, like everybody that's involved in my life. And then obviously my past. It's not a comfortable thing for me naturally to do, but I want to do it for you guys gradually as I, you know, do my videos and my weekly videos for you guys, and I share these things. I'm a very transparent person. Just because I'm a private person does not mean that I am not, you know, open with you guys. And I'm just like, this is me. This is me. This is not a facade. This is not anything. This is not a veneer that I'm putting on for you guys. This is me. I'm being transparent. I'm really, really real. And I know that my clients, they see that because they comment on it all the time. And I know that you subscribers probably see it if you guys watch my videos on a regular basis and have like a playlist of my videos. You guys know I am always trying to approach this with a very like transparent, you know, real perspective on things, and I'm always going to be honest with you guys. But with that said, I'm a very private person. So naturally with my life, I am private. I always have been like that, even before I discovered LOA. I've always been a bit shy. I know I don't come across like that because I'm a very confident person and all those things, but I've always been better one-on-one. And I've said that before in my videos. So this is not an easy thing for me to do, but going forward, I am going to share a little bit of my personal story with you guys, a little bit of my childhood with you guys. Okay. And so with that being said, the reason why this isn't my favorite subject, okay, but I am going to give it to you guys anyways, is because our subscribers, okay, my clients are the most important thing to me. I've said this before. I work so hard for you guys. I work 6 days a week because I want you guys to get what you want. I am your biggest cheerleader. I am your number one fan. I'm going to come at this and give you my perspective, okay, and make it as clear as possible, as real as possible, as effortless as possible, as easy as possible, so you guys can get this and apply it to your life so you can call in what you want, okay? And I had two subscribers reach out to my team, and they sent me the video idea about appearance changes. The reason why it's not my favorite subject is because, like I said, I am always trying to empower you guys as much as I can, okay? So I'm not against appearance changes, okay? In my life, I didn't purposely manifest my beauty. I didn't purposely, seek out, I guess that would be the word, seek out, manifesting being beautiful, okay? I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Or having beauty, or whatever you want to call it, right? I literally, my take on it is that from a very, 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 young age, I was always told how much I was, animated and I was good. Like I said, I was always very shy. But as soon as I got on a stage, as soon as you gave me a script, as soon as you gave me anything like a commercial script to read from, I was on, boom. And I would do it. I would just do it automatically. And I was told from that day forward, I got it. I got what it takes. And then I was told that as I grew older, I was told that I was beautiful. I was told that I had the looks for everything and the body for everything and the this and the that. And so my assumptions were created from what I was told even before LOA, because this is when I was a child, were based on that. My assumptions were created based on what I was told over and over and over and over again. Okay. And if you guys didn't come from, because I'm going to go into more detail on my story, but if you guys did not come from that background and you were told something opposite, which would be disgusting to me, but I'm going to tell you, there are people that come to me. I hear it all weekly from you guys. I've heard so many different stories, good, bad, indifferent. If you guys came from a background where you weren't told that you were beautiful, maybe the opposite even, which, like I said, would be disgusting, and you weren't told that you were great, that you were, a beautiful being, okay, a smart being. If you weren't told that your whole life, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for that. Okay, that is not favorable. That's not okay. Okay, and appearance change topic can be very sensitive, and I am very sensitive to that. Okay, that's why it's not my favorite subject. 1, 2 is because I do not want you guys coming from a place of I want to change my appearance because I'm not perfect right now the way that I am. Okay, because if you guys have had coaching with me, if you watched any of my videos, I'm always driving home how perfect and powerful you are. You were born perfect. You were born powerful. Okay. Why? Because in your little quantum bubble, there's nobody else that matters. That's why we are entitled to get every single thing that we want. Anything that we desire, We are entitled to that. Everybody has their own little quantum bubble, and in your quantum bubble, you're the only thing that matters. Guess what? In your quantum bubble, there's no competition. Competition is an illusion. Can I talk today? Competition is created by our assumptions about how society and community out there, right? That's, unwoke to this, has told us for many, many years before we discovered manifestation, before we discovered that we were manifesting, before we became conscious manifestors. We've been told this our whole lives. Okay. There's competition. Oh, there's somebody beautiful, more beautiful than you. There's somebody with better hair. There's somebody that's skinnier than you. There's somebody that is curvier than you. There's somebody that, has a better voice than you, that has better sex appeal. There's, all of these things, guys. Okay. There's somebody that's smarter than you. That is why this is not my favorite subject. It's a sensitive subject for me. I am very, 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 very adamant about the way I believe in this. Okay, my perspective on this. So that's why I want you guys, if you guys are going to use this video as a informational tool to start implementing, start creating appearance changes. I just want you guys to be coming from a place of, I am already perfect. I am already powerful, but it would be neat to have a bigger butt. It'd be neat to have bigger breasts. It'd be neat to have a smaller nose. It'd be neat to have longer hair. It'd be neat to have more muscle. Okay. Because I can do this because I'm powerful, because I'm the creator and I can, be, do, and have anything I want. I am the creator. And guess what? If I desire to have a smaller nose, a smaller, longer hair, bigger breast, bigger butt, smaller breast, then I can do it. But right now I know, because I have stepped into my power, that I am a creator and that I am perfect. I was born perfect because you're not flawed. I have said this on so many different videos, guys. Okay. Manifestation is not about changing you because you're flawed. It's about changing your assumptions about how people show up for you. It's about changing your assumptions about how you think you are viewed by people, places, things, everything in your reality, right? How you are viewed, how these things show up for you. Okay. And in turn, how you feel about yourself in relation to that. Okay. And that's what this is about. This is not about, I'm flawed, so I have to change all these things. Nope. You're perfect. I'm changing assumptions. That's all I'm doing. I'm perfect. I'm changing assumptions. Okay. I was born powerful. I was born a creator. Now I'm stepping into that power. Now I'm stepping into that realization that this has always been my life. Say that you're 35 years old. Okay. Say that you're 25 years old. All of my 25 years, all of my 35 years, I have been perfect and I have been powerful. And now that I'm a conscious creator, today, from this day forward, right now, I am deciding, because I have stepped into the realization, okay, I have come to the realization that I am perfect. I was born perfect and I was born powerful. Okay. So I just wanted to start that off. I know it's kind of like a long intro, but like I said, I'm very, 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 I guess, like, for lack of a better term, like I said, adamant about the way that I think about this. And that's why it's not my favorite subject, because it's a very touchy subject. It can be a very sensitive subject for certain people, but you as subscribers have asked me to talk about this, and I'm going to bring it to you guys because I want to give you guys what you guys want, what you guys need on your journey. Okay. And so with that being said, the way that the format, okay, of the way that I like to manifest appearance changes, if somebody comes to me and they're like, okay, Kariana, like, I want to do this, I want to change this, what do I do? Okay. First and foremost, I really, really, really like the telephone method. Okay. Picturing somebody, okay, me as your coach, if I'm your coach, or your best friend, your mom, somebody that you talk to often, that you know their voice, like, their mannerisms, the way that they talk to you, the lingo that they use, their voice, anybody, right? Going in with it's more audio than anything else because you're hearing them speak to you, right? Creating a 10, 15 second clip of a conversation that you're having with them. Let me give you an example. Okay. So say for instance that you're trying to change, your weight. Okay. So you're trying to lose, some weight. And, so you can hear that person like on a telephone method, telling you, right, you're on the telephone with them using the telephone method, and you can hear them say to you, yeah, so like, last time we spoke, you told me that you started using, I'll go into placebos in a minute, but you started using this new, diet water, or that you started juicing celery juice, right? Or you started implementing this new exercise, routine, okay, to lose this weight. So how's it going? How's it going? Like last time we talked, you told me that you were going to implement this. How's it going? Whatever you guys want to make it. And you can tell the person, whoever is on the other line, you can tell them, yeah, girl, I cannot believe this. Or yes, I cannot believe I lost 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds in literally like 2 weeks. I don't even know how I did it, but this stuff is amazing. And like, I feel so great. I feel so energized. I have never looked so thin. I've never felt so good. I've never felt so healthy. I've never felt so thin in my entire life. Like, this is amazing. I can fit in those new jeans that I bought. It's so amazing. Okay. And then you can hear the person say, oh my gosh, like I literally knew that you could do this. Like I knew you could do it. Like, I'm sure you look amazing. Like, send me a selfie because I'm sure you look amazing. Or like, I can't meet up with you because I'm sure you look amazing. Or let me give you another example. Okay. And then, then you can just, what you're doing with the telephone method is that you're creating a 10 to 15 second, audio, conversation. Okay. Conversation with this person, right? So you're going back and forth, like the example that I used, and then you're dropping it, and then you're looping it. You're looping it 10, 15 seconds of that conversation, looping it for a few minutes, drop it, do it a few times a day. Okay. Let me give you another example. Okay. So you hear the other person online, whoever it is, and they tell you, oh my gosh, you looked so amazing at dinner last night. Like, I literally just needed to call you and tell you that. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, you need to share it with me because you look so thin. Like, I cannot believe it. Like you look so amazing. You look so fit. And I cannot believe like how quickly you did this. Like, what is your secret? Okay. And then you can respond to that person and say, yes, I started implementing this juice, or I started implementing this exercise. And I can't believe how fast I did it either. I feel so healthy. I feel so fit. And like, I can't believe I'm fitting into my jeans again. Like, it's amazing. I love my body now. Okay. Drop it and then loop it. Loop it for a few minutes. Okay. And you can do this a few times a day. I personally think that is one of the most effective methods to changing appearance, whatever it is. Okay. Instead of concentrating on the mirror constantly, looking at every mirror that you pass, because sometimes that can be triggering. When you're in the middle of changing an appearance, I want you to focus on, okay, trying not to focus on in your 3D, right? Trying not to focus on your 3D, trying not to focus on what you're seeing in the mirror. Okay. Because that can be triggering. It can be triggering when you're in the middle of this. Okay. And if you're being triggered constantly when you're looking in the mirror or you're standing on the scale, we don't want to do that. We want to stay away from that. Why? Because our body is responding to us on a cellular level. It's listening to all of our thoughts. Okay. And so do not doubt that. Okay. So you can be implementing all these things, but then if you're looking in the mirror and you're being triggered, or you're standing on a scale and you're being triggered, and then you're feeding your subconscious with, oh my gosh, I'm not thin enough. Oh my gosh, this is the number on the scale. Oh my gosh, I tried on these jeans in the mirror and I can't fit them still. I can't button them. Oh my gosh, I thought that I was going to have a smaller breast size, and I just went to Nordstrom's and tried on bras, and I'm still the same size. Darn it, I can't believe this. Triggering. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that because our body is listening to our thoughts on a cellular level. Don't ever doubt it. Okay. Now, using affirmations as well, right? You can create affirmations about, your appearance changes. I love that for you. Okay. I want you to get away from a long list of affirmations. Maybe choose one or two affirmations that you robotically repeat over and over again. Robotically repeat over and over and over again. Okay. We all know that, robotic affirming, I believe robotic affirming works. Okay. It doesn't matter what you're trying to call in. Use words like always. Okay. For instance, I have always had the most beautiful face. Okay. I've always had the most perfect nose. Okay. I've always had the most beautiful green eyes when you have brown and you want to change your eye color. I've always had the most beautiful butt. Literally, my butt is like so big. I cannot believe how big it is. It's like so perfect and so plump and like so beautiful. I've always had the best hourglass figure. I am literally like Marilyn Monroe. Okay. I've always said this too, guys. If you guys have somebody that you want to embody, okay, like Marilyn Monroe, she's a great example. Like Nicki Minaj, maybe, like, I don't know, whoever else out there that is like, they embody this really like powerful feminine energy, and you like their attributes and you want to be like that. Okay. Well, affirm for that. I've always been the most, hourglass figure. Like I've always had the most hourglass figure, like Marilyn Monroe. I walk into a room and everybody, I remind everybody of Marilyn Monroe. I embody her energy. I embody her, like I have her perfect body. I look just like her. Okay. These are just example, guys. I've always had the most beautiful plump lips. Okay. My lips are like so big and so juicy. Everybody always compliments on my lips. This is a story that I want you guys to be telling yourself. So if you're going to use affirmations, obviously, I always say mental diet is most important. So this is more like what you're telling yourself every day, the story that you're telling yourself about your body, about your appearance and your features. But if you want to pick like one or two affirmations, using words like always is good. Really, really good. Right. Okay, guys. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my story. Okay. So I was asked about this. A subscriber commented on one of my videos and asked me about this. And I went into a little bit of my story, and I'm sure that some of you guys did read those comments. And that's why I'm going to share it on this platform, on this video. Okay. So guys, I didn't know what I was doing when I was, 7 years old. And when I got discovered in this business, I've always been in the film and modeling industry since I was 7 years old. Okay. Up until just really, really recently, I let my last contract expire. And I'm not trying to say that I will never do anything else, but I'm just saying that for right now, this is my main focus. And, because there's some more tattoos that I want to get. There's a couple things that I want to do, and I don't want anybody to have control over my body through a contract. Okay. And I know obviously I can affirm for that to change or whatever, but it is what it is right now. Okay. Not worth changing the story. I'm just taking a break from it. So my whole life, I was in that industry since I was 7 years old, and I was discovered. Okay. And my mom came to me and told me, which I was 7 years old, so I probably shouldn't have made that decision. And that's a whole nother story. But my mom came to me and asked me, hey, do you feel comfortable with this? How do you feel about this? However she worded it for a 7-year-old to understand it. And I told my mom, hey, I'm going to have fun with this. I can't wait. I'm going to have friends and I'm going to do all these things. And so my mom went forward, moving into it, fast forward into it, by the time that I was like 14 years old, I had like 2 or 3, I think 2 for sure, national commercials that were out. Okay. Out there. I'm not going to name what they are, and I don't want to go into that, but I will say that I was, my career was rolling and shaking. I mean, it was going full force into the modeling and television industry. And yeah, did I have a lot of fun times? I did. Right. But it can be a difficult industry, as everybody knows. Okay. I'm sure that you guys probably know somebody or have been in the industry yourself. Whatever the case may be, you know, it's not an easy industry to deal with, right? A lot of those models and actors come out. This is just our assumptions, a collective assumption that they come out and they have problems and all these other things that go with it. Okay. So whenever I was smart enough to know, okay, about what I was getting myself into, maybe around 14, I want to say, I didn't know about manifestation at the time. Okay. I didn't know about conscious manifestation. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. But from what I was told, okay, this is my take on it. From what I was told my whole life, from, you know, I guess age 7 till on, I just was always told, yeah, you got the look, you got what we need. You are going to be the perfect, you know, character for this and this and this. You're going to be the perfect, you know, child for this commercial, whatever the case may be. I was always told constantly that I had what it took. So I obviously developed an assumption, right, that I was it. I was good. I was doing it. I was rolling and shaking. I was the perfect, candidate for all of these, commercials that were coming out that they needed somebody to do. All of these, TV shows that they wanted me to go and audition for. All of these modeling, advertisements, right? I had that assumption. I created that assumption about myself. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did. And then by the time that I was like old enough to know what I was doing, what industry that I was in, I remember clearly looking at the industry, looking at how people acted and how people were treated and all of those things. And like literally being adamant in my mind, having these thoughts pop up at the time. Obviously they're my thoughts. So they're my affirmations, they're my intentions. They're the story that I'm telling myself. Okay. And I was living in the story of, okay, so every model and every actor that I come about is a spoiled little freaking brat, and they all have, issues. And I would affirm, I'm not going to act like the average actor, model, actress. I'm not going to act like that. I'm not going to have those tendencies. I'm not going to have those characteristics. Okay. I remember thinking this at a very, very young age, over and over and over again. Those were my intentions and affirmations, and I didn't even know that I was doing it. And then as I got even older, I started thinking, oh my gosh, all of these people are doing like such drastic things to like be beautiful, like I'm not going to name any of the stuff like in great detail because I don't want to knock the industry at all. And that's not what I'm here for. But I saw a lot of things that people were doing that were drastic to keep their appearances, to keep their figures, to keep their skin looking great, to all of these things. And then I started affirming without knowing it, but I remember feeding my subconscious with, I'm not going to have it to do anything drastic to keep my body looking the way that it is and to keep my beauty. I'm not going to have to do anything drastic. Nope. No way. No way. I'm not doing that. And then as I got even older, right? And I matured, and then I saw women and men, everybody around me. Okay. Because men are not excluded from this, guys. I saw a lot of people doing so many drastic things to keep their age, or to keep their, once again, beauty, but like to keep them looking younger. It was all about age, it was all about age. Oh my gosh, you're this old. Well, then, you can't try out for this because you're too old. Or, oh my God, I'm not talking about personal things, but like, I just saw this around me, like, oh, at a certain age, and like, you can't do this because you're too old. Oh, at a certain age, like, you can't do this because you're going to start looking like this. And like, oh, at a certain age, you got to get Botox, you got to do all these things. And I'm not knocking any of that, guys. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that I didn't want to have to be pressured or have to make a commitment to all of those things to look the way that I do. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And so I literally started affirming. I think at that point, maybe I started learning about LOA a little bit. And then it kind of blew my mind because I realized that I was doing that since I was like a very young, like 7 years, like I said, like 7 years old. And I didn't realize until I had that like epiphany when I started hearing about manifestation. But then I realized like, okay, I'm going to just start affirming and saying the things I've always said to myself, telling myself the story that I always age in reverse. Okay. However I age, it's always in reverse. I'm always aging in reverse. I'm always timeless and I age in reverse. Okay. And so all of these things in my life, when I look back to when I first started doing this at, I don't even know what age, but very young, till up until now, current day. Okay. I was affirming, I was intending, I was telling myself a story. And all of these things in one way, shape, or form pushed out in my life. Okay. And so that's how I got to how I am right now in this moment. Did I know that I was manifesting and I manifested my physical appearance? Nope, not really. I didn't do it. I didn't do it on purpose. I wasn't consciously manifesting that whole entire time. Nope. Didn't know what I was doing. I still did it. Still got the results that I wanted. I'm still here. Right. And so guys, like I literally have taught this to so many people. I mean, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of my clients, right? I've taught this to them. I've told them, I've shared with some of them, shared my story. This is the first time I'm sharing it in public. Okay. And I'm giving you guys tidbits. I mean, obviously I didn't go into like great detail and like tell you guys all of these things, but I mean, you guys get the gist of like where I came from, kind of like a little bit of my history. Okay. And I hope that like answers the questions that some of my subscribers had about like, my appearance or whatever that you guys asked me about. I did respond to one of two of our subscribers about it and went into like a little bit of detail just to kind of give them a little, insight. And then I promised that I would do this video for you guys. So I hope that was like really helpful. I've taught this to my friends. I have several success stories from my friends about appearance changes, health changes, and those kind of things. But maybe I'll touch on that in like another video. Cause I actually have a friend that, I told you that I was going to tell you guys about placebo, right? So the reason why I mentioned placebo is because I had a friend that came to me and asked me, it was more health things, health problems, issues that were coming up over and over again. And my friend, he knows what I do, obviously, for a living. And he came to me and he goes, well, the doctor gave me this diagnosis. Okay. I'm not going to get too far into it, but it was a diagnosis about health, but it was also changing my friend's appearance. Okay. And my friend came to me and said, can you help me with this? And I said, absolutely. I'm going to help you with this because I want you to get well, and you can get well because your body is responding to your thoughts on a cellular level. So let's get this started. And my friend did tell me straight up, he goes, this is new to me and I believe in what you do. I've seen the things that have happened in your life. I've seen the things that have happened in our friend's life and how you changed these people, how you helped them so much change their life around. But it's still going to be difficult for me because I'm a very logical person. I'm a very rational person. And this is going to be hard for me. And I said, okay, well, how about we do it this way? Okay. Because I'm going to have to be careful because I don't want to go too far into like the details about what was going on, but like the diagnosis and stuff, because my friend I don't want to, my friend hasn't like, told me like, yeah, like totally share my story in great detail or anything like that. My friend's like, okay with me mentioning things, but I'm going to try to stay as surface as I can and help you guys out and get you and have you guys get the point. But I told my friend, I said, look, I said, why don't we do this in a way where we use a placebo to help along your manifestation, journey, help it along, push it so it manifests and push it out and you call it in quicker. Because sometimes placebos help people, right? They've done a lot of studies on this, guys. I don't even need to get into this with you guys. You guys can just Google like placebo studies and like, I'm sure that a million things are going to come up about this. And I'm sure that all of you guys have heard about placebos. So my friend was like, yes, I'm totally game with that. So what we did was we chose to use a placebo of him juicing every day, because I personally juice and I love it. But like, and he was really open to that. And it was something that was going to really, really help him. Anyways, I mean, like, cause that's my assumption that juicing helps your body. And that was his assumption. So I'm like, this is a great placebo, right? So he started affirming every single day, every single time that I juice this juice, it is healing my body. It is healing my body on a cellular level. Every single time I drink this juice, every single time I put it in my body, it is healing every cell in my body. It is correcting this problem that he had. Okay. And so he started using, the affirmation, the new living in the new story, drinking this juice as the placebo to help him along this journey. And I will tell you guys right now, my friend is being studied. Okay. Because he turned this around so fast for himself that the doctors that were helping him with this, that were basically telling him, oh, that's it. Like, this is just going to be your situation. This is just what you're going to have to live with, right? For the time being until we do treatment. And then we're going to see if the treatment helps. And if the treatment doesn't help, then we need to do this and we need to do that. And there's no guarantees. So my friend was in a dire situation in a way, right? Like, I mean, this was it. And it took him like, I want to say like 6 months to fully get the clearance from his doctor that everything was no longer like coming up in the test results or anything like that. And yeah, like you guys might think like, oh my gosh, 6 months, but no, in the grand scheme of things, that's a blip. Okay. That's a little dot in the grand scheme of things. All right. And my friend is healthy to this day. And that's all that matters. Right. But yeah, we use the placebo, we use affirmations. He created a new story. And every single time that he juiced, which was daily, okay, because that's what he chose to use as his placebo, he would drink it and he would literally say, this is healing my body on a cellular level. Every single time I drink this juice, this is what it's doing. Okay. And that helped him. And now he's got a clean bill of health. All right. So when it comes to appearance changes, when it comes to health issues, okay, I'm just touching on that a little bit, but appearance changes, health issues, you guys can do this. I mean, it's no different than anything else that you're manifesting. Nothing. Nope. It's all on the same playing field, as I say. Don't doubt that. You guys know that you're powerful. If you don't, I'm here to remind you that today. Okay. Remind you of that today. I'm here to remind you, if you guys know you're perfect. If you don't know that, I'm here to remind you of that today. Okay. You're perfect and you're powerful. Start with that first and foremost. Don't go into trying to change appearances because you think that if you do this, then you're going to get this. I'm going to be perfect. Oh, if I'm perfect, if I do this, then I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get the SP. I'm going to get the money. I'm going to get the job. I'm going to get the, nope. You can do that 100% just the way that you present yourself today, right now, in this moment. And it's the truth. It's fact. Okay. It's fact. You don't need to change anything about yourself. If you go into it thinking, well, I can change this because I'm powerful, perfect just the way I am, but I am powerful and I can change this. And like, let's have fun with this. Let's have fun with this. Right. Then guess what, guys? You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Have fun with it. You can change your appearance. You can change anything about yourself. I've heard about success stories. Most of my, old current clients, new clients, eye color changes. Like I said, growing your hair fast, changing your breast size, changing your butt size, getting slimmer, changing your body shape, gaining more muscle, all of that. You can do it. You can totally do it. I've seen it happen. Seen it happen over and over and over again. So I hope that I explained this, as easy, as straightforward, and you guys just get it. It's effortless for you guys. And you guys call in all of these things that you want to experience in your reality because you're entitled to it. And I am so, so proud of you guys. I literally am proud of you guys just for being here and, being conscious creators and realizing how powerful you are and stepping into your power and knowing that you're perfect, even though you want these things, still knowing you're perfect just as you are right now today. So proud of you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.